the ebbs and flows of what we do for a living are always there. And it was there again today. And that's our sport. That's basketball. And when we got 19 ahead, none of the coaches thought that the game was over, nor did Larry Eustaces or his players. And people make runs. And I thought that the way we started the game was as well as we started any game this season. We're 19 ahead at one point against a good basketball team. And we guarded, and we rebounded the ball, and we got good looks, and we made them. So I'm proud of what we've done. We got a little bit looking at the scoreboard, I thought, right towards the end, and I thought gave them a couple baskets to allow them to come back to 6 as we missed some free throws because we thought the game was over, and you can't do that. I think Akil Quinn exemplified what you have to do. He was huddling them and talking and saying, let's play, let's finish. So, nice to win another one. It's nice to be undefeated in the league at 8-0, and we're inching our way along. Doesn't matter whether you're home or away, you have to play well to have a chance to win, and we did that. So we need to keep it up. We need to get Josh Davis healthy. I don't know if you knew, Dwayne Polee really got sick, and we tried to play him, and he couldn't play. So we were really down 2 guys, and we did a really good job with a team that prides themselves on rebounding and getting to the free throw line. And we evened them on the boards, and we made more than they shot, which is a pretty good stat. Anything for me?
What does your 300 win here mean?
You know what? I'm proud of the fact that we've got 300 wins here. It says we've been here for a while, not just me. But I said this the other day when they talked what if or when. I reflect back on our first year and the guys that were here that fought just as hard as this group did. And we weren't quite good enough to win. And a lot of them are still hanging around and calling and emailing and texting to congratulate. And I tell all of them, thank you. You're part of it. You drove the stake pretty deep to build the foundation of what we're doing. So we've had a lot of players that have come and gone and are still really connected to the program. That makes me feel great. We've had an administration that's been tremendously supportive, and I've been fortunate that I've worked for and with a lot of really good people. So I'm obviously proud to be here, planning on being here for a while longer, and I said in the locker room, I said, I don't know, Winston, whether you want to hear this, and I'm sure Dutcher doesn't want to hear it, but I might go after 400 before I get out of here. And who knows, I might. I feel good, and if I get teams like this, it makes it fun.
You knew Josh, obviously Josh got hurt on Monday, correct? So you kind of knew that you may be without him. How much, Coach, did you try to adjust for that in practice and prepare different guys for different roles?
Josh got hurt on Monday, and I'll be real honest, I thought that he would be back on Wednesday. And I'm sure you've asked, he's running, we're doing a 5-on-0 drill, and just came down with after he jumped for a ball and ran and said, knee hurt. Tom said mechanically it was fine, et cetera, but it got no better, and we MRI'd it, and it good really, no ligament, no this, no that. It said a very slight bone bruise, but it hurt him, and he's never missed a game, and he knows his body. So we could have said, okay, try it, let's see, you're 80%, we need, if you're 80%, that'd be good enough. But we felt it was in everybody's best interest for him not to play. So as the week went on, we said, probably not going to start, let's hope he plays. And I didn't know for sure that he wouldn't play until today, to be honest with you. When we did our shoot around, he tried to do a little more, and he said, I really want to go. But after the shoot around, he said, I don't think I should go.
Do you expect this to just be a one-game thing with him?
I don't know, Bernie. I hope it is, but I really don't know. I didn't think it would be a one-game thing, so I'm a bit nervous, as I'm sure he is. But Dr. Bear and Tom Abdenauer both feel as if he should be ready, but I don't know.
How did the dynamic change without him?
I'm sorry?
What'd you think of the dynamic without him? Obviously, he did pretty well. How do you think that changed things?
I was really worried about rebounding the ball. He had 15 or 16 rebounds at Colorado State. They are a very, very good rebounding team, especially offensive. So I'm thinking we're taking our best rebounder out, we're going smaller, and that was the first thing on the bulletin board, rebounding. And we did that. We did a really good job on that, and we got good players. I mean, I bragged about our depth, and we talked about that. We say we've got depth, we say we've got good players. We got one man down, now we got to play. And then the next thing you know, we were 2 men down. So I liked what we did. I like our team. And AQ started, obviously. Very proud of what he's done and the way he's done it in every possible manner. I said this before, in the locker room when he played no minutes after Arizona. He's patting everybody on the back and saying all the right things. It's hard to do. So he's a wonderful young guy, and I'm happy for his success, and his success helps our success.
Coach, how does this team rate camaraderie-wise as compared to some of your other teams?
I don't know for sure. I mean, I like this team, and they like one another. But most of the teams we've had here, I've had that same feeling about them. They're all different, but they all care, and they all hang out together, and they all appreciate one another and respect one another. And this group personifies that.
Was there a little post-game locker room celebration for your 300th?
Xavier presented me with the ball. That's what I was saying. That's when I told him. I put it under my arm and made that statement. And told them just what I told you, that not me, it's we. And, you know, that group in that locker room, Xavier Thane's been a part of a whole lot of victories for us. And Tim Shelton, who was standing in the corner, a whole lot of victories for us. So it's neat.
Can you talk about JJ OBrien's impact today? He only had 1 point, but he seemed to really shut Avila down. 1 for 12 at 1 point. It was just the job he did on him.
I love JJ. Everybody says, oh, it doesn't matter if I don't score, but it matters. But it doesn't matter to JJ. It really doesn't. JJ was hurt with that hand injury, and 90% of the people would have said, I don't think I can play. He had 19 points in our opener against Arizona. He was averaging about 13 a game when he hurt his hand. And he said, I want to play. I'm going to play. And he didn't care. Doesn't care about stats. He did a wonderful job today. He guarded Avila, 0 for 7 in the first half. He made a couple of great plays at the end of the game where we were switching some things, and he blocked a shot and stopped, I think, 5 on a dribble drive. And not that they all aren't, but JJ is one of my all-time favorites because of who he is and how he competes with no agenda. That got it?
One more, Steve. Were you aware why Bejarano was not in most of the games? Did you hear about it? Did you?
No, Coach Dutcher made a comment that he said that there was an argument between he and Coach Eustace. I didn't see it, didn't witness it. And we said one of two things are going to happen. He's not going to play a second, or he's going to come back in with the buzz on and he's going to go at us. And he didn't play, and obviously when you take one of your better players out, one of your 2 best players out, it impacts the game. And but I don't know what happened.